Hey everyone, this is Metalhead Nation 1021. Sorry I haven't been posting videos in a while. I've been busy with school, work, stuff like that. Turned 16. It's been pretty cool. But I've wanted to come back to the channel for a while. I've been active on YouTube, I just haven't found the time to make a video. So I thought, it's better now than never. So I found the time and I'm going to make a video for you guys. Today, my video is going to be on some of the albums that I have, or all the albums that I have that I can think of, that came with cool little things with them, items or posters, stuff like that. I'm not going to count signatures for this because I only have one album that actually came with the signature. The rest I got signed myself, and that album is Origin's 2017 album, Unparalleled Universe, I believe it's called. But let's get started on the video. I have 4 albums today that came with cool little items in them. And I want to start with the first one that I got. Okay, so I got this album. This is the first album that I bought when I really started getting into CDs. I was at my local CD store. I just heard of it. I didn't even know it existed before this point. So I found this album. I was like, I'm going to pick it up. I've heard of the band before, and this is when I wasn't really deep into metal and stuff. So they were a popular band. I'd heard of them before. So I decided to get the album. And that album was Meshuggah's, I can't remember what it's called. The Violent Sleep of Reason, that's it, I'm sorry. Which is the most recent one that I know of right now. And this album, I bought it, I didn't know anything about it. I just knew who Meshuggah was, and that this was their newest one. But what it came with was this. And if you look closely, there's 4 guitar picks in there. I'd never, again, this is my first time getting an album. Recently, like when I really got into buying albums on disc. So this was pretty cool to see. I'm really glad that it came with this. I'm not going to use any of these, obviously. It's just like a special novelty for me. This was really cool. So I have 4 guitar picks there, and that was my first experience really buying an album, and also my first experience with getting something in there. So it was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. It's a great album. The second CD, and the rest of them I actually don't know the order of, so I'm just going to go how I see fit. The next album I got at FYE, I believe, and when I bought the album, I didn't even know that this, okay, the band is Galacticon. I didn't even know that this album, I didn't know that Brendan Smalls, I knew who he was, but I didn't know that this was his band. So I just bought it because I'd heard of it before, but I didn't know really anything about it again. So, and then I looked closer, obviously it's at the top of the album. This is Galacticon 2, Become the Storm. This album's really good. Kind of, again, it sounds like Dethklok. He doesn't have the copyrights to it or whatever, so he can't release music under that name anymore. So he basically made Galacticon. And again, just bought this album. I didn't think much of it. And then I opened it, and what did it come with? Pretty cool little patch. I have a jacket, just haven't put anything on it yet. But I'm probably not going to use this one, just because it was pretty cool to get in the album. So yeah, I like this. It kind of reminds me of an 80s arcade game. I really do like this stuff, and it's awesome to find these things in an album. Again, great album again. And the patch, I might put it on something someday, but at the moment, I'm not sure. So those are 2 of the albums. The next 2. Okay, if you've watched my $30 Relapse grab box with 3, oh my god, my 30 CD grab bag for $30. There we go, from Relapse Records, and I guess they're sub companies or whatever. I've talked about this album, but I never talked about the poster. I'm guessing it's called Horseback, because I tried to read the side. It's almost unreadable, and I haven't actually listened to this album that much, if at all. I just haven't had the chance. I've been focusing on other releases. This is, again, I'm just going off of what I'm seeing here. The Invisible or Unvisible Mountain. I'm not entirely sure. And what this comes with is a poster, which I thought was pretty cool. Oh. So, Again, I don't know much, if anything, about this band, but cool little poster. I like it. Again, I'm probably not going to hang this up, number one, because it's actually the front sleeve of the album, and has all the information on it, and I don't need to be, like, trying to look through for my albums just by looking at the back covers and stuff. So I'm probably just going to keep this one in there again. Again, it's just really cool to have one, and find these posters in there, and fun to look at. Again, I don't know much about that album, though, so I'm going to have to really, like, listen to it sometime. And the final album, and probably my favorite one out of all these, this one I got used and for $20, and I thought this was awesome. And I'm still glad that I picked this up. And this was just an impulse buy. I saw it, and I was like, hey, I've heard of this band before. Never really listened to it. This was the first black metal album that I ever got, if I'm not mistaken. Gorgoroth Under the Sign of Hell from 1997, I believe. And this pressing comes with, it was remastered, but this one comes with a limited edition poster. And this is probably the biggest poster that I've gotten in one of these things. And the cool thing is this thing has the lyric book, and I guess informational book more likely. There's not much in there. But the cover of the album is separate from the poster itself, which I prefer because I still like to have some indication of what the album is in the CD after I take out a poster. But this one just looks really nice. It's really clear. I honestly love the album. I love the album cover. It's kind of blank, but you can see the trees and stuff. I really like this band. I really like this album. The production is beautiful. I love the way too high gain on everything. It's just beautiful. The album's beautiful. The poster's beautiful. And again, this is special to me because it was the first black metal album that I ever got, or Norsecore, whatever you want to call it. But I really like this poster, and I might actually hang this up. I'm not entirely sure. But if there's anything in here that I'm actually going to use, it's probably going to be this, out of all these other CDs. Just because I think this poster looks so cool. Anyways, those are the 4 CDs I have at the moment that come with, like, special items in them. So, I'll update you if I get any more CDs like this. And I'm actually going to have an update video coming out soon for other things as well. So, this has been Metalhead Nation 1021, and thank you for watching the video.